Are the kids okay? He didn't hurt them, did he?
2 of them are okay.
What happened? Impu, what happened?
What if the cycle ever to end? Then we need to end it. By not killing, but making friends.
I wish it were that easy, but anything involving it, this is not the first thing we're doing. This is the last thing we're doing.
I don't want to go and do that one. That one's scary.
Alright. That should fix all that up. Maybe we'll get some flowers put in later. And people can stop complaining about the statue. Sorry about that, buddy, but, thanks for trying. Now to deal with all the other issues. Guess I should visit Impu, make sure those kids had a talking with him. Should probably consider taking this statue down at some point, considering he's, like, alive. But I'm sure it's not under any pressing matter. Yeah, let's go find Impu. Hopefully, I don't have to have this discussion with them, and everything will be fine. Shadow, fly.
Jeez, really? So much damage?
Is anyone home? Oh.
Who's there? Please be good. Please be good.
Yeah, who do you think it is? Undead horse and tattoos.
Sorry, I've been a little bit on edge as of recently. I'm very
Yeah,
sorry
everything okay
about
here?
that. Can I be completely honest? No, nothing's okay here. Everything's pretty bad. I mean, way better than what it was before, like earlier last night, but...
That's good, I suppose. So, I wanted to talk to you about something, but just wanted to make sure first. Have your kids finally come and talk to you yet?
About what specifically?
Did your kids come and talk to you? If they did, you would know.
You just mean that? I mean, in general, yeah, they did. They most certainly did. They most certainly talked to me. About a lot of things, actually. A lot of things.
Good.
A lot of things they've been doing behind my back, apparently.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And, wait, you know?
Yeah. They kind of came to me midway through the process and then at the end of the process.
So... I'm guessing you know about, like, the rose?
Yes. Your kids helped bring back the seductive rose, Impu.
Yes, I am well aware. Apparently they were tricked by Dranis.
Yeah.
What a shame. That's... I mean... I can't really blame them. I kind of hid a lot of stuff from them, but...
Yeah, they're afraid to talk to you. They're afraid of you.
Yeah, I know. I had a giant discussion with them earlier about some things, and hopefully we're on the right track. Hopefully.
It's good at least you're talking again.
Yeah.
I was hoping they would tell you, so I didn't have to be the one to tell you that, well, everything your kids have been doing.
Oh, trust. By the way, I'm just kind of curious, since that you knew about this, did you by chance tell anyone else about this?
Yeah, a couple people, I suppose.
Was one of them, King of Atlantis?
Yeah. Yes, it was.
So that's how we found out. Okay, so that's how we found out.
I mean, he was thinking it was the case beforehand, for some reason.
Well, he threatened me and my kids earlier when he first came to camp. Yeah. Before this whole prophecy thing, before he brought us all together, he threatened me and my kids.
Fish boys dropping threats on children?
Well, you better no laughing. This is the serious matter here. Very serious matter. Yeah, he threatened me when he told me that if my kids or myself had anything to do with SR, he would not hesitate to take their lives. Turns to find out that my kids were associated with the resurrection of Seductive Rose, and he
Wait, are the kids okay? He didn't hurt them, did he?
2 of them are okay.
What happened? Impu, what happened?
I know the time does not stand still. Can't see the world when it's spinning, spinning. Try to pin me down, you don't have a clue. Wouldn't understand if I showed you, showed you. Stop forsaking everything that I've done. Won't be breaking easily now. So tell me straight up, up, up. I don't want it, no other way. No other way, other way. No other way, other way. So watch me
What happened? Impu, what happened?
They're fine. They're fine. They're just resting right now. A lot of pain, but they're fine.
Who's not fine?
Lotus. Lotus is not okay. Mitch came into the mansion last night after what I'm assuming was the discussion that you had with him.
I guess so.
He came up with a bunch of guards, trapped me.
He brought guards outside of Atlantis?
Bought a bunch of them. Tried to keep me still. And then he went after my kids. None of it, he didn't get to, actually keep his promise of taking my kids' lives.
Certainly hope
But
not.
he definitely left a mark. Lotus doesn't have a wing anymore.
Huh. It's kind of usually my thing.
Trying to went right through them. Let's just say too that after that, I found out almost immediately, and well, you see all this kind of all this like little rubble around, how everything's a little bit messed
some
up.
Flowers missing, some.
But it's a little bit more messed up in the front area.
I see a bit of it already.
Yeah, we might have had a giant fight. Might have.
I take it that went well for you?
Define well? Because,
Well, you have more tails than last I saw you.
yeah. 7 now. I'm not...
Why?
Why?
It's not like a
What
power...
is this?
What is that? What is that, Impu? What is that?
I think you might know a little bit exactly what this is. Do you remember Dranis from 5 years ago when,
Why is everyone talking to Dranis like it's an okay thing?
Well, he came up to me a few weeks ago to give me this. This is the same item that he used against Momiji that turned her evil.
So it was a good idea to take it?
Well, on the surface, no. But...
Underneath the surface, no. 6
6
feet under the surface, no.
See, here is the thing. I thought maybe if I could, figure out exactly how the power in this cube works, maybe I can use it to help us. I mean, it took over Momiji because she just wanted power. She felt helpless. What happened to me recently was that I was full of anger because Mitch attacked my children. So I got engulfed in this, just like how Momiji did. But I've been doing some...
You're saying one of my friends is making threats and plotting to kill children, the other is letting his anger fuel him to fight.
I'm not
my
letting
friends.
that happen again. As you can
It
see,
looks like it specifically fueled you. If your
It
tails
did.
mean power, you let that fuel you to get more power.
I did. But I'm controlling it right now, okay? It's okay. As long as I'm able to keep this calm mind.
What about when you aren't? What about
Oh,
when something happens to the children? What about when something happens to Magnus?
All right, we'll tackle that when that comes. But for right now, I have some power from this. And maybe I could do some right before something bad happens. That's what I'm hoping. As long as I'm able to have this calm mind, everything should be okay. Just don't do anything rash that's gonna, trigger any, like, my heart rate or anything.
Yeah, I don't think I'm the one doing rash things lately.
Yeah. Yours is funny enough. You're the one that's the most sane here. Except if you decided to attack the seductive rose without knowing anything.
Of course I went to attack the seductive rose without knowing anything. I beat him, too. He cut his wings off. It's kind of ironic that the same thing happened to your kids right after. But... disarmed him. Knocked him to his knees.
You disarmed? So he's... Even with him coming back, I was hearing possible rumors that he might get some sort of, like, power increase when he comes back. Because this is the third time now. But,
that's what he says. He says every time he comes back, he gets stronger. And sure, maybe he does. But still beatable.
So you did. So what did you do after you beat him? Did you just let him go?
Yeah, I let him go.
Did you hear about the whole possibility that my kids are connected to the seductive rose through their soul crystal?
That's exactly why I had to let him go.
Yep. Which is exactly the reason why Mitch decided to come over here in the first place. He thought if he can kill off one of my kids, he would stop the whole seductive rose fiasco.
Can't lie, I did think about that as a possibility when...
I mean, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
We don't know enough about your kids even, except they're your kids.
Mm-hmm. Right. They are still my children. And
so something at me is just saying I should have ended the seductive rose right there, but I couldn't.
At least I have some allies on my side. Good.
What if I did, though, Impu? What if I did? And what if you had that cube, and what if you got angry at me? For doing what might be the right thing. I don't think there's any way you could control yourself after that.
Yeah, I know. There's a few things that I hold very close to myself. My kids are one of them. And if anything did happen to them, well, let's just say that because of what happened to my kids, the King of Atlantis has a permanent scar on his face. A reminder. To think before acting.
Great. So, some of our strongest allies are fighting against each other.
Hey, it's not my fault. He's the one who started it. I could have talked to him about it. I knew the information.
Look, there's fault on both sides. Obviously, nothing he did was right there. So.
No, it isn't. And I am not going to. I'm not going to waver from any of that. He was wrong, and my kids deserve to live no matter what. They're people. They are alive. They deserve it.
And we'll have to figure out some way of beating the seductive rose without hurting your kids. Maybe when that happens, Mitch will calm down.
Maybe when that happens.
So involved in this anyway.
I don't freaking know. Mitch keeps saying this about the SR because he thinks it's Brian. From what I remember.
So? Even if it was.
I don't know. He's just so opinionated when it comes to, doing what he thinks is right for Atlantis. He thinks destroying the SR is perfect for Atlantis. He thinks stopping me from resurrecting my husband is perfect for Atlantis. Because he doesn't want anything bad to happen. I understand that. And I know he's scared.
Just afraid my friends are becoming the thing they're trying to defeat. So.
Yeah, I know. I understand.
Look, I trust you. I know you can keep a cool head. I just don't want this happening.
I'm well aware. Thank you. I'm still on your side. It's still me. Still normal Impu. I mean, might be a little bit fluffier, but
yeah,
a little bit more gold. I don't know why why I decided to take that form, by the way. The gold. I mean, it kind of works. I prefer red, but
works
whatever.
With Egyptian mythology and whatnot. I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised either, but maybe I'll do some more research on it later on. But more importantly, now that I have this little rivalry between myself and the King of Atlantis, the prophecies, the artifacts.
Yeah, I take it you don't have anything concrete on that?
I have a possibility on one in particular.
Okay. Do
One.
we know which one?
You're not gonna be happy.
No.
Have you heard? We have Origins of Olympus merch, reggae shirts, Xylo posters, and more. Go check them out to support the channel.
And don't forget to subscribe and enable notifications if you haven't already. Back to the show. No.
You're not gonna be happy,
No.
Xylo. You're not gonna be happy. Trust me, I got the same reaction when you were saying, yeah, I got the same reaction. Can you just hear me out just for like 1 second here?
You don't even need to say it if... No. Fine. Okay. But like, if we do anything involving it, this is not the first thing we're doing. This is the last thing we're doing.
Oh, yeah, of course. Like, I've known about this particular artifact for a few weeks now. You think I wasn't in your shoes when I first found out? Of course. I don't want to go and do that one. That one's scary. That one has way too many bad consequences for activating.
All right.
I just can't find any other ones. Yeah, there are some Egyptian artifacts that have some sort of powers and some sort of stuff. Or
Okay, well,
honestly,
good
they're
news.
just-
You don't have to focus on that so much anymore. I want you to focus on your kids and how to unlink them or something. All right?
I'm already planning on doing that. I have
Good.
no involvement when it
'Cause I
comes
found
to the
some.
artifacts. Wait. Huh?
Found someone who might be able to help with the artifacts. Or he found me, rather. Yeah.
Well, I mean, do I know this person?
No, he's new to camp, but he's a child of prophecy, Celtic. He's in tune with the fates and the way they align. He's also another child of death.
Well, at least I'll get along with him. There's so
Yeah,
many
because
of these.
us children of death always get along with each other.
Well, I mean,
100%, you know.
100%.
Me and Brick always got along. You and me always get along with each other. You know,
well, we understand where each of us are coming from, at least.
Anaya and Amaya, me and Max.
Who?
Oh, they're other new people in camp.
The names don't sound familiar.
Well, they're Japanese Underworld.
Of course, are. And there's two of them. Two of them
Yep.
too, twins.
Yep, they tried to date me.
Interesting.
It's not important.
Interesting. I'm sorry. Did you get? You look like you had the armor on, right?
Yes, I had the armor on.
Okay, good. So we didn't have a repeat. That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Cool. So, this Celtic.
Yeah, this guy, he looked right in my eyes, told me things about my past that I've never talked to anyone about, really.
What an interesting fella.
Yeah, so
Honestly,
he's serious, whatever it is. He's kind of weird. He's like part tree.
okay.
Yeah, like thought he was a dryad of some kind. He says he's fey, and makes sense with the Celtic mythology. But
Okay, interesting.
I was thinking about talking to Farrell or Karen about it, but turns out Karen's also involved with the rose. So.
That's the one that my kids went to, I believe. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
So as soon as I find him, that's not the first discussion I'll be having.
Let's just hope you're the first one who sees him when he gets back. From what I know, he went off on a trip. At least that's what I overheard.
Yeah, him and all the Norse have gone off somewhere. Tend to do that a lot.
Yeah, no wonder why camps was a little bit more quieter than usual.
Uh-huh.
Good.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see what happens on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be putting a meeting together. Get this new guy. Get the other counselors. Get the other leaders.
Yeah, I know.
Get Mitch.
Yeah, I had a feeling. Yep. I will do this. I will do it for you. If it's for you, I'll do it. Okay? I'll do it if it's for you. I won't do it if it's for him.
And I think this is gonna be in Atlantis, by the way.
Oh boy. Okay. So
Like, if there's gonna be any potential, tension or fights about to happen, I want it to be somewhere where there's a treaty holding it down.
I don't particularly know if treaty still applies to myself, but
Well, it applies
Sure.
to me. And
Good.
this treaty applies to the whole room. So, we won't have
I see
anyone
what you're
breaking out
coming
into
from.
any fights. And if someone
Good.
does break out into a fight, and we're surrounded by Atlantis guards and Mitch is going off the rails, I'd like there to be people I can trust around me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely.
Because if that
will
treaty
agree
does
on
fall, then it's not exactly an advantage situation.
that.
Not to
Mm-mm.
mention we don't know how the water-breathing enchantments work down there, if they can turn them off at a dime or not.
Oh snap! I didn't even think about that. Yeah, he literally has access to that.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me wonder. Will I have that? Well, I guess I'll find out once we
I'll
once we
make
have
sure
that
you
meeting.
have it. It's just hopefully nothing goes wrong.
I'll make sure to keep my mouth closed. I have very, very bad feelings about Mitch.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't think he's fit for the job that he's currently in, especially if the first action that he has to solving a problem is killing innocents. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know how much of a king he's, but he's been forced to do it, and we can't really do much about it.
Like father, like son.
Honestly. Doesn't mean that, the son should just be in charge of Atlantis just because he's your son. He should have more training before he should have taken up a city like that.
Well, we don't exactly have any say in it.
We don't. I could just have my opinion, which, for your sake, I will keep to myself. I promise
Alright.
you on that. As long as it's for you and all my other friends, I'll do this thing.
Cool. You spend some time with your kids, get this place cleaned up, I'll handle everything.
Please, I don't plan on leaving here anytime soon. Spending some quality time with them. That's okay with you.
No, that's perfectly fine.
Good.
They need to be around you.
Yeah. Been telling them everything. So, we just started with the first couple of weeks of camp. So, it's going to be a long, long discussion with them.
Yeah, it's about time though.
Yeah. Thanks
Alright.
for checking out. Oh, before you leave, we
Yeah.
are going to have a couple more people. They're going to be showing up to camp.
No surprise there. Anyone I should be worried about?
I wouldn't say worried, but a certain sun boy's coming back from the Egyptian underworld.
Really?
Yeah, I need strong guards. I want to make sure that my kids are safe. And I know he might be dumb as a brick, but that man can pack a punch.
Looking forward to seeing him again.
Yeah. I am too. I'll make sure that he, doesn't go crazy. Just make sure the camp's stocked on ice cream. That's all I ask.
Yeah, make sure he's welcome. He'll take solace in that.
Good. Appreciate it. All right. If you hear anything about the seductive rose or any leads, feel free to pass it along to me. I'm going to be sitting back and just,
Yeah.
doing something.
Will do, I'll let you know. Good luck.
Take care, Xylo.
Really? It's always something. Man, I hope this wasn't another Ashara incident. Is there anyone in there?
Hey!
Oh. Hey, Terrace.
Hey!
You see anyone acting suspicious around here?
Rigger Frigger Rang is always acting weird.
Anyone
count?
specifically acting suspicious around here?
Oh, no.
Alright.
To be fair, this place always smells weird to me, though. The scent of the whole place just kind of overpowers everything else.
Well, I guess so. Well, I don't understand entirely, but this is where the
Oh.
Oracle is kept, so...
Oh, is that what's in there? I always smell something weird in there. Like, otherworldly, a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of the case. It's a being that's able to predict the future. We'll read into it, look into the fates, and
Ooh, maybe I should see it.
stuff like that. Well, it's locked right now, so...
Oh.
Yeah, people only allowed in there if, well, they're allowed. A friend of mine made a very strong point to keep this safe.
Oh. So I can't just go in?
Nope. That would probably be a bad idea.
Why? You think I'll get a bad future?
No, not necessarily, but not everyone's always ready to know their future.
Oh. But I wanted to ask you something.
What's that?
So, I had an idea. You said that Echidna was bad in all the stories, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And then a lot of monsters are bad too, right?
Yep, pretty much.
Well, I was thinking one of the reasons why people think monsters are bad is because they don't know them. A lot of monsters are nice once you get to know them.
And a lot of monsters eat people once you get to know them.
Not all of them. A lot of them are nice. So I was thinking. We could host a party. Have monsters come in, and we can have them know each other. So that way, if they ever meet again, they don't try to kill each other.
Like a monster mash?
Yeah.
So, let me get this straight. In your mind, you had this big plan. Since people and monsters don't get along, let's put them all together. That was the thought process here.
Well, it's because if they know not to hurt each other, then they won't hurt each other. They listen to me, and if I tell them not to hurt people, they won't hurt people.
Look, this is a terrible idea on many levels. You put people together in a party around here, and they hurt each other. I can't even imagine what'll happen if you put monsters and people together.
Look, monsters can be our friends. Look, a lot of them are nice. The Miss Snake Lady, who you called Medusa. Yeah, her. She's nice. She.
No, she's not.
You know her?
She turns people to stone, Terrace.
That's only if you look her in the eyes.
She uses them as figurines. She collects people. That's not a good people thing to do. Yeah, okay, so monsters are nice to you. Doesn't mean they're gonna be nice to other people.
Except she said she doesn't like Poseidon, though. Something about how she was unfairly cursed.
Yeah, story is that she was once a beautiful woman, and then gods do what gods do, and then suddenly got cursed by Poseidon, something. I think Ares had somewhere in there as well, relationship troubles, and yeah, now she's a snake cursed thing.
So the gods are the bad guys?
I mean, they do a lot of bad things, yeah.
Huh. That doesn't sound like the monster's fault. That sounds like it was the gods' fault.
Oh, well, sure. Originally it would be, but then Medusa went on to continue the cycle and make things much worse.
But that's the thing. What if the cycle ever to end? Then we need to end it by not killing, but making friends.
I wish it were that easy, but I don't think it is.
Can't it? I mean, you don't know if you don't try, right?
I think many people have tried before. Many people have died because of it. Look, if you're planning on hosting some sort of party, the answer's no. You can't host a party in camp. Monsters aren't allowed in camp. So it's a double no.
Wait. In camp?
Yeah?
I can't have the party in camp.
No, just don't do it, okay?
What if I have it outside the camp?
No, I don't want it to be just outside camp either.
No. I can. There's that jungle over there. I can host it at the beach.
Maybe it's a little farther.
Yeah, I can host it there, on the other side of the jungle.
Maybe
at the
like
beach.
Southern Hemisphere would be a good start. Yeah.
Too far. I'll have it over
Antarctica
there.
might be a good place. Here, it's nice this
no.
time of year.
No, Mr. Yeti lived there. He's not the nicest, actually.
Point proven, but okay. Just
Oh, no, he's just grumpy. He kept yelling. Those guys with spears always chase him, saying that he no trophy.
Yeah, but I don't want to get into this. Just no parties at camp, no monsters at camp. No. All right, Terrace?
Okay.
No monsters in camp, no parties in camp.
Ooh,
One fish, two fish, talking about red and the blue
Red and
fish,
blue.
black fish, blue fish,
blue.
old fish, dead new fish,
Mama.
one little star, one little car. Say, what a lot of fish there are.
They a lot.
Yeah, some are red,
They red.
and some are blue.
They blue. Holla gang.